We all face difficulties and challenges, and sometimes we reach a point where we feel that this is the worst point in our life, and then we feel that why so many tough times are on my way, why so many challenges are on my way, and in those kind of situations you feel like giving up. And if you are going through a situation like this, if you are going through those lot of challenges, those difficult times when you feel like giving up, times when you feel like you are absolutely stuck, then you need to understand how to think properly, how to think about yourself, how to take that challenge, so that you will move forward and you will realize that you are much bigger than your problems and challenges. Always remember one thing: tough times don't last, but tough people do. Yes, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And you are one of those people who is much bigger than your challenges, and you will last and you will go forward. So that is why in this video I'm giving you some ideas, some techniques, some processes, so that you should understand how to approach and how to handle the tough times so that you move forward. Are you ready for it? I'm sure you are. Hey, hello Awesome Tribe. This is Awesome Eze, your mentor, guide and coach in your personal transformation. Those of you who are new here, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and be a part of our awesome tribe. Now, all of us face challenges in life. If we are following our dreams, if we have big dreams, if we are going through bigger progress, then definitely you face challenges. There are times you face failure. There are times you go through a downward motion. And that's the point. You reach a point where you start asking, why am I going through all these things? How can I come out of all these things? And remember the law of attraction. Whatever you focus, that's what expands. So if you keep focusing on all the challenges and negativities, then your challenges and negativities only will be expanding and getting stronger and stronger. So you need to change your approach. You need to change your thinking. You need to change a different way of thinking in that point, so that you don't get stuck in that negativities, but you will come out of it. You will be bigger than your challenges, and that's how you move forward. And here are the 5 ways you need to think, because these are the basic things. Many people, they try to find the solution, but unless you get these things right, it's difficult for you to really find a solution and overcome the challenges. So the first thing you really need to understand and remind yourself, because these points are like key reminder to yourself in tough times, how to overcome those situations. So the first thing you have to remind yourself and remember is things are not as bad as you think. Yes, most of the time things are not as bad as you think, but because of your habit of overthinking, because you analyze so much, because you start thinking, you start expecting the worst outcome, and you start expecting that your life is ending at this point, and without this or without this success or without this manifestation, nothing is going to move forward. So you complicate the things, you infuse so much of negative energy that it becomes the worst thing ever. So that is why the first thing you have to set your mind right and remember that things are not as bad as you think. Always remember that thought become things. So if you keep thinking that this is absolutely worst or absolutely negative, then you infuse more negative energy and this thing will become much more negative. And then you become stressful and anxious, and then you even don't do the smallest thing you can do to come out of it. So always remind yourself, things are not as bad as you think. So once you know this thing, once you remind yourself, then you will start thinking in a positive way or in a powerful way to come out of it. Second thing you have to remember is, if you are going through a very, very tough situation, then you don't have to find the solution at that point. Many people, they get stuck and they make the situation worse, because the moment they are in a very deep or negative situation, they start expecting themselves to be a solution oriented person and find the solution all of a sudden. It's not possible most of the time, because you are already stressful, you are already negative, and maybe you are facing this thing for the first time. Maybe you are not yet prepared for it. Maybe you have never expected it's going to be like this. So you may not be able to find the solution all of a sudden or right at that point, and that's absolutely okay. You should take some time. You may break from that thinking pattern. You may go out of the situation, and you may take a day or two off from what you are going through, so that you first settle down your energy and you start thinking and start brainstorming how to approach it, maybe in a smaller way. You may not be able to solve it all of a sudden, but you change your approach. You start working in a step by step fashion. So knowing that you don't have to solve it right now, you don't have to find the solution right now, unless it's a life and death situation, then you have much more time and energy to think in a positive way. Because when you think that, okay, I need to find the solution right now, you put one more burden on your shoulder. And most of the time, in fact 99% of the time or 99.9% of the time, it's not a life and death situation. So you have the time, but if you just break that pattern for a while, that okay, I have the time to find the solution, then it becomes a lot easier for you. The third way you can always move forward out of a tough situation, remembering that you have always moved ahead. Yes, this is not the first time you are facing a situation like this. You may be facing this situation or this tough times in one area of life, maybe in your career, maybe in your relations, it may be something, but it's not the first time you are facing challenges in your life. All of us come through many challenges, and there are times in our life when we always feel that, oh, this is the worst situation, and those kind of things happen in our teenage, those kind of things happen in our early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. So we always go through some tough times once in a while in our life. And I believe all of you who are watching this video and all of you who are thinking that this is the worst phase of your life, or you are going through the worst phase in your life, my friend, if you really look back into your life, then you have already overcome something similar or some tough situations in life. But because you have moved on from that situation or overcome it in past, now you don't consider that as the toughest thing, and you consider this situation as the worst. Remember, this is one way you can handle the pressure, handle the tough times, because you remind yourself that you have always come forward, you have always moved ahead. So this time also you will find the solution and you will be moving forward. It's not going to stop you here. This is not the end of your life. And when you know that thing, you generate a new positive energy within you. Now the fourth way you can handle this is always remember and reminding yourself that you are bigger than your problems. Yes, you are bigger than your problems, because you are the magical creation of God. You are the magical creation of the universe. You are the creator of your life. And most of your problems are created inside your mind. Most of your problems are strengthened by your thoughts and feelings and actions that you have taken responding to something created by someone else or some outward situation. You are much more powerful than anything going wrong in your life, and you have the power to always move forward and create a magical life. So knowing that and reminding yourself, affirming yourself that I am bigger than my problems, I am always bigger than my problems. So that will give you so much of strength and power that you can overcome any kind of situations. That's how so many people could able to overcome tough situations. So if you are going through a tough situation and you are feeling hopeless, then this is the key right now, and from today onward I want you to keep affirming that I am bigger than my problems, I am bigger than my problems. Or you can right now go to the comment section and write there that I am bigger than my problems. Knowing that, you will generate so much of positive energy within you that you can handle anything and everything in your life. Now the fifth way, and this is the most interesting one, is that most of the time when you feel that you have lost the game, you are going through the worst situation in your life, and you are not going to manifest your goals, desires and dreams, are often the time when you are the closest to your manifestation, are the time when you are closest to achieve your dreams, desires and goals. And this is the key. Most of the time they're just one step away from their manifestation, and they've hit some situation where they feel like everything is gone and they give up. And many people make this mistake of giving up at that point. They were just one step away from the manifestation, and This is one thing I have told you before, and I want to remind you again today, is the darkest hour of night comes just before the dawn. Yes, why is it so? It's because that's how life works. Most of the time, when you are going for something big, you are just about to manifest, you are very, very, very close, and that's the point. You reach a state, you get some news, you get some signs, you get something that you are losing control, and you feel like, oh my god, I have tried everything, but now I'm losing it. And that's the point all about having faith. When most people give up at that point, the one who is the true dreamer, the one who is the true believer, the one who is the true manifester, hold on to his or her dreams, goals, desires, and that's when they hold on to it. That's when they awake to the dawn. That's when they manifest. That's when the success knock at their doors. So my friend, these are the 5 ways you can handle any tough situation. If you are going through some difficulties, some tough situations in your life, remember and remind these things. You may write it down and put it somewhere in your office, at your home, near your bed, near your study table or workstation, and remind yourself that these are the ways you can handle, because everything is going inside your mind. If you train your mind in the correct way, then you can handle any situation, because you are bigger than your problems. And if this video has inspired you, if this video is an eye-opener for you, like it, share it with someone you love, and comment and let me know how you are feeling right now. I believe you are feeling motivated, strong, and ready to conquer all your challenges. If you want to learn more tools, techniques, and processes like this, you can join our powerful program, Transform Your Destiny. Check the link in the description section. Before closing this video, I want you to remember one thing, that you are much bigger than your problems. You are the magical creation of God. And if you are going through the worst phase in your life, if you are going through unlimited challenges and problems in your life, if you feel or think that your dreams are not coming true, always remember, this is the darkest hour before the dawn. Stay strong, stay positive, stay motivated, and stay awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.